What if I told you that the 5 vegetables I'm about to share with you can grow in almost any zone across the country, and most gardeners completely overlook planting them in April? Not because they don't know about these vegetables, but because nobody ever told them when these plants hit their absolute peak performance. By the end of this video, your April garden is going to look completely different from your neighbors, and your harvest? Unmatched. Stay with me because the third one on this list is going to genuinely surprise you. Hey, welcome back to Earthly Gardening. If you're new here, so glad you found us. This channel is all about growing real food without spending crazy money doing it. Whether you've been gardening for 20 years or you just bought your first pot of soil last week, you are in the right place. Pull up a chair, let's get into it. Real quick before we dive in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a new video. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and trust me, the tips we drop here every week are ones you actually want to see. Alright, let's get growing. Veggie 1, Swiss chard. Most people think of Swiss chard as that fancy restaurant vegetable, the one with the colorful stems you see on Instagram but never actually grow yourself. Here is what those people are missing. Swiss chard is one of the most forgiving, productive and nutritious vegetables you can possibly put in the ground in April, and it thrives in almost every zone without any drama. Here is why April is its moment. Swiss chard loves temperatures between 50 and 75 degrees, which is exactly what April delivers in most parts of the country. It does not bolt or go bitter in mild heat the way spinach does. It does not sulk in a light frost the way basil would. It just grows, quietly and consistently, giving you big beautiful leaves week after week. Now here is the part people really sleep on. You do not harvest Swiss chard like most vegetables where you pull the whole plant and it is done. You harvest it leaf by leaf from the outside, and the plant keeps producing new growth from the center. One plant, planted in April, can keep feeding you all the way into summer and in some zones straight into fall. That is an insane return on a packet of seeds that costs you less than $2. Plant it in a spot that gets at least 6 hours of sun. Give it regular water and some basic compost mixed into your soil, and that is genuinely all it needs. No fancy fertilizer, no complicated schedule. Swiss chard is the quiet workhorse of the spring garden, and April is exactly when you want to get it started. Veggie 2, radishes. Okay, now I know what some of you are thinking. Radishes? Really? Bear with me for a second because radishes in April are not what most people think they are. Most gardeners plant radishes, harvest them once, eat maybe 3 of them and forget about the whole thing. That is not how we are doing it here. The real magic of radishes in April is using them as a living tool inside your garden, and that changes everything. Radishes grow so fast, we are talking 22 to 30 days from seed to harvest, that you can use them as a companion plant to mark your slower growing rows and loosen compacted soil at the same time. Plant them between your carrot rows or alongside your onions. By the time your carrots need that space, the radishes are already done and out of the way. The roots they leave behind break up the soil, which actually helps your other plants grow better. You just got 2 benefits from 1 seed packet. But here is the part that really elevates radishes in April specifically. The cool April temperatures slow down their growth just slightly, and that means they develop a deeper, more complex flavor instead of going piping hot and sharp the way summer radishes tend to do. April radishes are crisp, mildly peppery and genuinely delicious in a way that radishes grown in other months just are not. Sow them directly into the ground, barely cover the seeds, keep the soil moist and watch them shoot up within days. They are one of the most satisfying things to grow because the results are almost instant. Great for beginners, great for kids and extremely light on the wallet. Hey, quick pause right here. If you are finding this helpful so far, do me a favor and drop a comment below telling me which zone you are gardening in this April. I genuinely love seeing where our community is growing from, and it helps me make better content for you. Also, if you have not liked the video yet, now is a great time. It truly helps this channel reach more gardeners who need this kind of information. Okay, back to the list. Veggie 3, turnips. Here it is. The one I told you would surprise you. Turnips. Now before you scroll away, hear me out completely, because what most people think they know about turnips is only half the story, and the half they are missing is the best part. Yes, turnips produce that round root vegetable that has been feeding families for centuries. But in April, what you are really after is the greens. Turnip greens that come up in cool April weather are tender, slightly sweet, and packed with more nutrition per square foot than almost anything else you can grow. You are essentially getting 2 vegetables for the price of 1 seed packet. Here is how to play it smart. Plant your turnips in early to mid-April. In about 3 to 4 weeks you start harvesting the young tender leaves from the top of the plant. You do not take them all, just a handful from each plant, enough that the plant keeps growing. Those greens are incredibly sautéed with a little garlic and olive oil or tossed into soups. Then about 6 to 8 weeks in, your actual turnip roots are ready to pull. You just doubled your harvest from a single planting. Turnips also have this remarkable ability to handle a surprise late frost, which April sometimes throws at us without warning. Where other plants would suffer, turnips barely blink. They are resilient, they are productive, they are cheap to grow, and they are deeply underrated. Plant them and you will wonder why you waited so long. Veggie 4, peas. Peas are one of those vegetables that people associate with spring but then somehow never actually get around to planting. This year that changes. April is genuinely the sweet spot for peas because they need cool soil to germinate properly, and they produce their best yields before summer heat arrives and shuts them down. If you wait until May in most zones, you have already missed the window. April is when you move. What makes peas especially brilliant for budget gardeners is that they fix nitrogen in the soil as they grow. That means they are quietly fertilizing the earth around them while they produce food for you. After you pull your pea plants at the end of their season, the soil they leave behind is richer and better for whatever you plant next. You are not just growing food, you are building your soil for free. Grow them up a simple trellis made from bamboo sticks and some garden twine. Nothing expensive. They climb naturally, and by giving them something to hold onto you keep them off the ground, improve airflow, and make harvesting incredibly easy. Sugar snap peas are particularly wonderful in April because you eat the whole pod, no shelling required, and fresh off the vine they taste like nothing you have ever bought from a grocery store. Sweet, crisp, and almost unbelievably fresh. Plant them as soon as your soil can be worked in April. Water consistently and you will be snacking straight from your garden in about 60 days. Veggie 5, kale. The last one on the list is kale, and before you say it's too common, stay right there because the way most people grow kale is completely backwards, and what I am about to tell you is going to change how you see this plant entirely. Most gardeners plant kale in summer and then complain that it is tough, bitter, and chewy. Sound familiar? That is because kale was never meant to be a summer vegetable. It is a cool season crop and April is its absolute prime time. Kale planted in April grows in the kind of temperatures that make its leaves tender, slightly sweet, and genuinely enjoyable to eat raw, cooked or blended. Here is the part that barely anyone talks about. Kale is one of the very few vegetables that actually gets better after a light frost touches it. The cold triggers the plant to convert some of its starches into natural sugars, which softens the bitterness and gives the leaves a mild sweetness that store-bought kale never has. April in most zones gives you exactly that combination of mild days and occasional cool nights that brings out kale at its absolute best. Now, from a budget standpoint, kale might be the single most cost-effective thing you can grow in your entire garden. One healthy kale plant, planted in April, can produce leaves continuously for several months. You harvest the outer leaves and the center keeps pushing out new growth week after week. A single seed packet gives you enough plants to keep a family in fresh greens from spring well into the colder months depending on your zone. Plant it in full sun, give it rich soil with good compost mixed in and water it deeply but not too frequently. Kale does not like to sit in soggy soil. Once it is established, it is remarkably drought tolerant and it handles temperature swings better than almost any other leafy green in your garden. Varieties like lacinato, which is also called dinosaur kale, and red Russian kale are particularly well suited for April planting because they are naturally more tender than the curly varieties most people are used to seeing. If you have ever tried kale and decided you did not like it, I would genuinely encourage you to try growing lacinato in April and tasting a leaf straight from the plant. It might completely change your mind. So there you have it. 5 vegetables that are perfectly built for April planting no matter where you are growing. Swiss chard that keeps giving you harvests week after week. Radishes that pull double duty as a companion plant and a quick tasty harvest. Turnips that give you 2 vegetables from 1 planting. Peas that feed you while quietly improving your soil. And kale, grown the right way in the right season, turns into one of the most productive and delicious things in your entire garden. None of these require expensive equipment. None of them demand complicated care routines. What they all have in common is that April gives them exactly the growing conditions they need to perform at their best, and now you know how to take full advantage of that window. The gardeners who plan strategically in April are the ones eating well all summer long while everyone else is still trying to catch up. You now have everything you need to be in that first group. If this video helped you, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up right now. It genuinely helps more gardeners find this content, and that means more people growing their own food without spending a fortune doing it. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 you are planting first this April. I read every single comment and I always reply. If you are not subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing community right here on Earthly Gardening. Every week we bring you practical, honest, budget-friendly gardening tips that actually work in the real world, not just in perfect conditions. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Now go get your hands dirty.